We are speaking about vectors, and we are learning about vectors, and gradually we are learning about one additional point, extra point, as per the need of the topic or the need of the chapter. Now, in the initial stages, we have studied what is a vector, the type of vectors, vector addition, subtraction, and then we spoke about multiplication of the vectors. One thing is multiplication of a vector with a scalar. For example, f equal to ma. A vector called acceleration is multiplied with a scalar quantity called mass, you get the force. The answer is again a vector. When you multiply a vector with a scalar, the answer is again a vector. Now, we further have seen the multiplication of two vectors in the previous chapter, that is work per energy. We have seen one type of multiplication of a vector where the answer is a scalar quantity. So, we called it as scalar product, where work done equal to force into displacement. It is a dot product or a scalar product of work and the displacement, force and the displacement is work done. So, that is called a scalar product, because whenever two vectors are multiplied, the answer is a scalar quantity. Okay. We will move further again. Now, there is one more type of multiplication. When you multiply two vectors, you get the answer to be a vector again. That is, you multiply two vectors, the answer is a vector again. Such a multiplication or such a product, we call it as cross product, or we also call it as vector product. Cross product or the vector product. Okay. So, what is a cross product or the vector product? Whenever we multiply two vectors, if the answer is again a vector, then we call such a product to be a cross product or vector product. Okay. What is the magnitude of C vector here? The magnitude of C vector here is magnitude of A vector into magnitude of B vector into sin theta. Okay. Where are A vector and B vector? Where are A vector and B vector? A vector and B vector, they are lying in the space with some angle theta between them. Now, you should remember one thing here. Whenever you say the angle between the two vectors, A vector and B vector, there can be two angles. One is this angle, we call it as inner angle, other is this external angle. This is 180 minus 3. So, whenever you say in the vector product, whenever you say theta to be the angle between the two vectors, which angle should you take? You should take the smaller angle between the two vectors. Smaller angle between the two vectors is this theta. This theta. So, C vector equal to, magnitude of C vector equal to magnitude of A vector into magnitude of B vector into the sine of the smaller angle between A vector and B vector. Okay. Now, what is the, as I have told you, the answer is again a vector quantity. So, along with the representation of a scalar, along with the representation of its magnitude, you also have to represent its direction. So, what is C vector? C vector equal to A vector, magnitude of A vector into magnitude of B vector into sin theta into, you write it as n cap or C cap. What is this n cap? n cap is the unit vector, understand, n cap is the unit vector. What is a unit vector? Any vector with specified direction and magnitude equal to 1. Okay. So, n cap is a unit vector in the direction of C vector or in the direction of A vector cross B vector. Now, how to find the direction of C vector? How to find the direction of C vector? Now, for that we use a rule called right hand rule or right hand screw rule or right hand thumb rule. Okay, what does your right hand screw rule or right hand thumb rule give you? Now, A vector cross B vector. Take your right hand, curl your fingers in the order. Here it is from A vector to B vector. So, curl your fingers in the direction from A vector to B vector, curl your finger like this. Now, the direction of your thumb, you take the thumb like this, the direction of thumb gives you the direction of C vector or n cap. Suppose this is a plane containing A vector and B vector. Suppose this is your A vector, this is your B vector, this is angle theta. Okay. So, how to find the direction of n cap? A vector to B vector, right hand thumb rule. So, curl your fingers from A vector to B vector. Now, thumb gives you the direction of C vector or n cap. You see, n cap, the direction of C vector or n cap, it is in a plane always perpendicular to the plane containing the two vectors A vector and B vector. ಈಗ A vector ಮತ್ತು B vector ಯಾವ plane ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇದೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ perpendicular plane ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಲಂಬವಾಗಿರುವ plane ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವುದು ಇರ್ತದೆ C vector ಅಥವಾ n cap ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಇದು ತುಂಬಾ important, very important concept. You will be using this repeatedly from here onwards. So, this is your A vector and this is your B vector. A vector cross B vector is your C vector. This is the direction. See, this plane is perpendicular to the plane containing two vectors. Okay. Now, see, during scalar multiplication you have seen A dot B equal to B dot A. We called it to be a commutative property. We said the scalar product to be commutative. What about the vector product? We will see whether the vector product is commutative or not. If the vector product is commutative, then A vector, what is the relation between A vector cross B vector and B vector cross A vector, we will see whether they are equal or not. What about the magnitude? ಇದರ magnitude ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ? AB sin theta, ಸರಿನಾ? magnitude. ಇದರದ್ದು magnitude BA sin theta. BA is again AB, no problem. AB sin theta. So, magnitude of A cross B is equal to magnitude of B cross A. What about the direction? We will go to our previous thing. This is A vector, this is B vector. A cross B, the direction is this. Okay. What about B cross A? B is this, A is this. So, B cross A, the direction is this. A cross B, thumb is pointing upwards along the positive y-axis. B cross A, the thumb is directing downwards along the negative y-axis. I mean A vector cross B vector and B vector cross A vector, they are equal in magnitude but opposite in direction. Therefore, we write it like this, very, very important. Where scalar product is commutative, the vector product is anti-commutative. What do you mean by anti-commutative? A cross B and B cross A, they are equal in magnitude but opposite in direction. Okay. One more property of vector product. Under, what happens to vector product under reflection? What do you mean by under reflection? X goes to minus x, y goes to minus y, z goes to minus z. So, A vector or A goes to minus A, B goes to minus B. So, A vector cross B vector equal to minus A vector cross minus B vector equal to again A vector cross B vector. So, under reflection, the cross product does not change sign. It does not change the sign, or it does not change the direction under reflection. Okay, what about distributive property under addition? Another property of your vector multiplication is, or vector product is, distributive under vector addition. That is A vector cross B vector plus C vector equal to A vector cross B vector plus A vector cross C vector. So, it is one more important property of your cross product is it is distributive under vector addition. Okay. We will see what happens to a cross product in terms of unit vectors. Now, you have orthogonal triads or orthogonal unit vectors, that is I cap, j cap and k cap. You know, I cap is the unit vector along x axis, j cap is the unit vector along y axis, k cap is the unit vector along z axis. Okay, these are called orthogonal triads because they are perpendicular to each other. Okay, what happens when you take the cross product of these things? We will see. You must remember the magnitude of I cap equal to magnitude of j cap equal to magnitude of k cap equal to 1. Magnitude of k cap equal to 1 because they are all unit vectors, you know. Okay. Now, what is I cap cross I cap? You have the basic formula, A vector cross B vector equal to magnitude of A vector into magnitude of B vector into sine theta into n cap. Okay. I cap cross I cap, that is equal to magnitude of I cap into magnitude of I cap into sine of theta. What is the angle between I cap and I cap? Both along the x axis. The angle between them is 0. 0 degree. What is the direction? It is n cap. So, magnitude of I cap is 1. Magnitude of I cap is 1. Sine 0 is 0. So, it is equal to 0. You carry out the same. Then you get I cap cross I cap equal to j cap cross J cap equal to K cap cross K cap. You have equal to 0. So cross product of a vector with itself is equal to 0. That is, if you go for A vector cross A vector, that is magnitude of A vector into magnitude of A vector into sine 0 into A cap. So it is A square into 0 into A cap equal to 0. So the magnitude of cross product with itself is equal to 0. An important thing to remember. Now, okay, now we will see what is I cap cross J cap. Magnitude of I cap into magnitude of J cap into sine. What is the angle between I cap and J cap? They are orthogonal. They are like this. They are like this. They are orthogonal triodes or perpendicular to each other. Angle between any two of them is equal to 90 degree perpendicular. So it is sine 90 into n cap. Sine 90 into n cap. So what happens here? Magnitude of I cap, it is 1. Magnitude of J cap, again 1. Sine 90, it is again 1 into n cap. Now what is the direction of n cap? What is the direction of n cap? See, I and J, they are in this direction. You see, I cross J, n cap is along this direction, that is along z direction. Along z direction, in the sense n cap is along k cap. The unit vector along z direction is k cap. Similarly, I cross J, J cross K. J cross K. So it is so what about this n? J cross K. Again you see, ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ, ಇದು J cross K. J cross K, so it is along I cap, perpendicular to each other. J ಮತ್ತೆ K ಗೆ, J K ಗೆ ಎರಡಕ್ಕೂ perpendicular ಆದರೆ I. Similarly, K cross I cross J, J cross K, K cross I. Sorry, magnitude of K cap, magnitude of I cap, sine 90, n cap. So it is 1 into 1 into 1 into n cap. The vector or the direction perpendicular to both K cap and I cap is J cap. So important thing or the important result you have is I cross J equal to K cap, J cross K equal to I cap, and K cross I equal to J cap. Important result. One more result that you have is, now if I interchange this, we have already seen that the vector product is anti-commutative. We have already seen the vector product is anti-commutative. If I cross j equal to k cap, then j cross I equal to minus k cap. So, I mean they are same in magnitude, opposite in direction, k cap becomes minus k cap. So, this is j cross I equal to minus k cap, k cross j equal to minus I cap, I cross k equal to minus j cap. So, how to remember this? How to remember this? That is an easy way. You write I cap, j cap, k cap. I cross j equal to k cap, j cross k is I cap, k cross I is j cap. I cross j, k cap, j cross k, I cap, k cross I, j cap. If it moves in the other way around, if it is, this is moving in the clockwise direction, if it moves in the anti-clockwise direction, j cross I equal to minus k, I cross k equal to minus j, k cross j equal to minus I. So, if it moves in the clockwise direction, plus, moves in the anti-clockwise direction, minus. If you remember this much, you can solve many of the problems. You can also take the vector product in the Cartesian coordinates or the rectangular coordinates, we can write it. Now, let me take two vectors, vector A and vector B, vector A and vector B in the component form. In the component form, in the sense, suppose A vector I can write it as Ax I cap plus Ay j cap plus Az k cap, meaning Ax is the component of A vector along the x axis, Ay is the component of A vector along the y axis, Az is component of A vector along the z axis. Similarly, B vector I can write it as Bx I cap plus By j cap plus Bz k cap. Okay, let me go for vector, cross product now, cross product of A vector and B vector in the component form. Then I can write A vector cross B vector equal to Ax I cap plus Ay j cap plus Az k cap cross Bx I cap plus By j cap plus Bz k cap. Okay. So, this is, take Ax I cap into Bx I cap, I write it as Ax Bx I cap cross I cap plus Ax By I cap cross j cap, I cap cross j cap plus Ax Bz I cap cross k cap, I cap cross k cap plus you can go for Ay j cap cross Bx I cap. So, it is Ay Bx j cap cross I cap plus similarly Ay By Ay By j cap cross j cap. You can, I mean, in the previous step you can even write it as Ay j cap cross By j cap, then you write this step. I have written it directly. Yeah. Plus Ay Bz Ay j cap cross Bz k cap plus. Now you take Az k cap with this. So it is Az Bx k cap cross I cap plus Az By k cap cross j cap plus Az Bz k cap cross k cap. K cap cross k cap. So it is. Now we have seen in the previous section I j k. If the cross product goes in the cyclic order, I cross j equal to k cap, j cross k equal to I cap, k cross I equal to j cap. If it goes in the cyclic order that we have seen. If it does not go in the cyclic order like this, then I cap cross k cap is minus j cap, because your cross product is anticommutative. K cross j cap is minus I cap. We know that. I mean, we use the result here. We use the result here. And there is one more thing that you know. I cap cross I cap, you know the value. If I take I cap cross I cap, we have seen in the previous section, it is modulus of I cap into modulus of I cap into sine, the angle between I and I, they lie along the same direction, theta equal to 0 degree, sine 0 is 0, so this into this, the magnitude of I cap is 1, the magnitude of I cap is 1, sine 0 is 0, so answer is 0. You have already seen this. This applies to I cap cross I cap also, j cap cross j cap also, k cap cross k cap also. You know that. We use the value. Yeah, first one here. Ax bx, I cross I, you know it is 0, plus Ax by I cross j. I cross j is k. K cap plus Ax bz. Ax bz. I cross k. I cross k. What will be your I cross k? Now Ax bz into I cross k. Ax bz I cross k. So I cross k, we are not going in the cyclic order, so anticommutative I cross k equal to minus j. So it is minus j plus ay bx j cross I minus k plus Ay by j cross j is 0, Ay by into 0 plus Ay bz j cross k going in the cyclic order, so it is I cap plus Az bx K cross I. So K cross I moving in the cyclic order. So K cross I equal to J cap. J cap plus AZBY. AZBY K cross J. K cross J not moving in the cyclic order. So K cross J equal to minus I cap plus AZBZ K cross K. K cross K is again 0. You know that. So let me continue it here. Now take this. AX BX into 0, so whole thing goes. Here also AY BY into 0, AZ BZ into 0. Those things go. So AX BY into K cap. So this is A vector cross B vector equal to AX BY into K cap, AX BY K cap plus AX minus, you see, minus AX BZ J cap minus AX BZ J cap again minus AYBX K cap minus AYBX K cap. This is 0 plus AYBZ I cap plus AYBZ I cap plus AZBX J cap plus AZBX J cap minus AZBY I cap minus AZBY I cap. Okay, let me collect the things. Let me collect the things with the moving, which are in the same direction. AYBZ minus AZBY I cap, then J, here you see, plus AZBX minus AXBZ J cap, then go for K cap, plus AXBY minus AYBX K cap. This is the final answer of A vector cross B vector. Now, remembering this and writing this is a bit tedious for you. We have, now this is the answer of A vector cross B vector. Remembering this will be a bit tedious for you. So, to get the cross product in terms of basic or elementary things, we use a determinant form. Now, A vector cross B vector equal to, in the determinant form, you write it like this: I cap, J cap, K cap. You take this A vector. Along I cap it is AX, along J cap it is AY, along K cap it is AZ. B vector, here it is BX, BY, BZ. BX, BY, BZ. Now how to use this? You write this as, first take I cap, see, these are all the columns, these are all the rows. I cap, leave that column and the row, the remaining thing is here. You write it as I cap into AYBZ, note down properly, AYBZ minus AZ BY. AZ BY into I cap. Now for J cap you always put it as minus J cap, I mean it is plus, minus and the plus. Okay. J cap. Leave that column and the row. So the remaining thing is here. Remaining thing is here for J cap minus J cap into AX BZ minus AZ BX plus plus K cap into, so K cap, leave that column and the row, remaining thing is here. Here. So it is AX BY minus AY BX. See, compare these two things. It is one and the same. So instead of going with this lengthy one, you can directly use this determinant form. That is the easiest way to find out the cross product between two vectors when it is given in this form. Take the same A vector equal to AX I cap plus AY j cap plus AZ k cap. Now, what is A vector cross A vector? A vector cross A vector, if I use the formula, A vector cross B vector equal to magnitude of A vector into magnitude of B vector into sin theta into n cap, that is magnitude of A vector into magnitude of A vector into sine. Between A and A, the angle is 0 between the same vectors. So, sine 0 into some n cap. So, this will be a 0 vector. That will be a 0 vector. Suppose if it is lying on the same direction. If the two vectors are perpendicular to each other, then sine 90 equal to 1, then you will get it as, suppose it is A vector cross B vector, then it is magnitude of A vector into magnitude of B vector into sine 90 into n cap. So, that will be magnitude of A vector into magnitude of B vector into n cap. That will be the answer. Now, here is a problem to calculate A vector cross B vector when A vector and B vector they are given in the component forms. Okay, what is given? A vector equal to minus 2i cap plus 3j cap minus 4k cap and B vector equal to 3i cap minus 4j cap plus 5k cap. We have A vector and B vector written in the component form. We will go to A vector cross B vector. As we have learned in the previous section, we will directly go to the determinant thing. So, I cap, J cap, K cap, A vector. AX is minus 2, AY is plus 3, AZ is minus 4. Similarly, when I go to B vector, Bx is 3, By minus 4, Bz plus 5 or 5. Okay. So, now this is I cap into, leave that row and column, remaining is 3 minus 4 minus 4 5 minus j cap into, leave that row and column, you get minus 2 minus 4 3 5 plus k cap into minus 2, 3, 3 minus 4, or I can write A vector cross B vector equal to, okay, I cap into 3 into 5 minus 4 into minus 4. 3 into 5 minus 4 into minus 4. Minus j cap into minus 2 into 5 minus 3 into minus 4 plus k cap into minus 2 into minus 4 minus 3 into 3. Yeah. So this is I cap into 15 minus into minus plus into minus is again minus 16 minus j cap into minus 10 plus 12 plus k cap into plus 8 minus 9, or I can finally write this as I cap into minus 1 minus j cap into 2 plus k cap into minus 1, or this is finally A vector cross B vector equal to minus I cap or 1 I cap minus 2 j cap minus k cap. This is the final answer for A vector cross B vector in the component form. Here is a numerical to show that the given vectors A vector and B vector are parallel to each other. So what are the vectors given in the component form? A vector equal to 2I cap minus 3j cap plus 4k cap. B vector equal to minus 6I cap plus 9j cap minus 12k cap. Okay. Now, what do you mean by these vectors are parallel to each other? Parallel to each other in the sense the angle between them theta equal to 0 degree. When theta equal to 0 degree, A vector cross B vector equal to, according to our formula, now sin 0 is 0, so this will be a null vector. The answer should be 0. So you should show that A vector cross B vector equal to 0. When A vector cross B vector is equal to 0, meaning the two vectors are parallel to each other. They are parallel to each other. Okay. Now let us use our determinant form. A vector cross B vector equal to, okay, I cap, j cap, k cap, ax, ay, az, bx, by, bz. So this is I cap into, leave that column and the row, minus 3 into minus 12 minus 4 into 9 minus j cap into, we'll leave the row and the column, 2 into minus 12 minus 4 into minus 6, that is j cap plus k cap into, leave this, 2 into 9 minus -3 into -6. So this is I cap. 12 3s are 36 minus into minus plus, minus 9 4s are 36 minus j cap. 12 2s are 24, so it is minus 24 minus into minus plus 6 4s are 24 plus k cap into 9 2s are 18 minus into minus plus again minus 6 3s are 18. So this is I cap into 0 minus j cap into 0 plus k cap into 0. So this is a null vector or a zero vector. The answer, the magnitude of it is equal to 0. So when the magnitude of A vector cross B vector is equal to 0, we conclude that the two vectors are parallel to each other. That is, angle between them is 0 degree.